Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Hi, Miss. Good evening.
Hello, how are you? How are you today?
Tired.
Tired? We're almost finished. Only 2 more hours to finish for the day. All right, so we are waiting just 1 more minute for the rest of the students to join our class. And then we will start checking the attendance. All right. All right, let's start checking the attendance for our class today. Karen Acevedo.
Present, teacher.
Okay, good. Santiago Fonseca.
Here, teacher.
Okay, good. Sergio Gomez. Kiara Martinez.
Present, teacher.
All right. Jorge Moreno.
Present, teacher.
All right. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Okay, good. Diego Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Valentina Ortiz. Valentina. Not here yet. Manuela Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Joan Pavón. Joan Sebastián. Beatriz.
Present, teacher.
All right. Hamilton Peña.
Present, miss.
Okay. Xiomara Rincón.
Present.
Okay. Jessica Ríos.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Catherine Rodríguez.
Present, miss.
Marlon Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Okay, good. Mendy Santa.
Teacher present.
Okay, good. Oh, 1 moment. Manuel Sepúlveda.
Present, teacher.
Karen Torres. Karen is not here. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Hello. And Vanessa Zambrano.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Then we have Sergio. You arrived just now.
Yes, teacher.
Mhm. Okay, anyone else? Valentina? Not yet. All right. Okay, guys, listen. Remember that yesterday we did activity on the slides, right? On the presentation. So I checked today and I made some comments on your activities, all right? This you put after I check. Santiago, you put it after, right? What time did you include it here?
Sorry, teacher.
At what time did you put your sentences?
I did at the afternoon.
Yes, maybe after 4 because I was checking and before I checked, it wasn't here. So I will check it now. All right. You don't have the comments yet. No tienes los comentarios aún porque cuando revisé no lo habías puesto. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
I see some other students already. You can see the comments on the activity. And well, remember, this is part of the grades for quizzes. Okay. En la nota de quizzes incluimos este tipo de actividades que hacemos en clase. Ok. Entonces, los chicos que no asistieron ayer o que no la incluyeron, todavía la pueden incluir. Ok, les voy a volver a enviar el enlace. Ok, entonces recuerden, teníamos un orden determinado. Entonces, ya ustedes saben pues cuál era el número que les correspondía. Creo que nos falta Karen, no sé, creo que Mendy, Joan, que no asististe ayer. Bueno, todos los demás chicos ya que saben que no tienen la actividad, entonces pues ya saben cuál es un número para realizarla si desean. Okay. Now we're going to start our class today. Let's check the agenda. So for today, we're going to start with a review activity, some practice for present simple and present continuous to check the different uses. Then we are going to do the task for unit 1. So today, no, tomorrow we will finish unit 1. Let me double check. Yes, so tomorrow we finish unit 1. Today we will do the speaking task on pages 12 and 13, right? So we have the task preparation, the task speaking part, and if we have some time at the end, we will play a Kahoot to practice the vocabulary. So let's start with the first activity. I'm going to send you the link. This is the link for the first activity. We are going to review the use of present simple or present continuous in the sentences. I'm going to give you some minutes. We will take 5-10 minutes to check the activity. You select the correct answer in each case, either simple or continuous. Once you finish, please write on the chat. You can say done when you finish. So we check the answers for the activity together. Okay. All right, let's check the answers together. So the first one, Mary usually. What did you select? Mary usually
Goes.
goes to school by bus. The next, do, does, or is she her grandma every Saturday?
Does she visit?
Correct. Does she visit her grandma every Saturday? Then, listen, John
Is playing.
is playing the violin. Good. Next, you computer games right now?
Are you playing?
Are you playing? Yes. Are you playing computer games right now? Next, I always my homework after school.
Do.
I always do my homework after school. Next, my brother, geography.
Doesn't like.
Doesn't like, correct. They, television at the moment.
They are watching.
They are watching television. We, at the moment.
We aren't fighting.
Aren't fighting at the moment. Yes, my sister, to music now.
Is listening.
Is listening.
Is listening. Next, your father in a factory.
Is
Does
your father? Does your father working in a factory?
work in a factory? Does your father work in a factory? Aquí no usamos el ing. ¿Trabaja tu papá en una empresa, en una fábrica, en a factory? We football on Sundays. We play, okay? On Sundays is a routine, so we use present simple. Next, she, English at the moment. She isn't learning English at the moment. Next, Uncle Tom often
Drives.
drives his car. Next, what time they
Do they get up?
do they get up? Where is mom? She in the kitchen.
It's
She
cooking.
is cooking.
She is cooking in the kitchen. Yes. The next. I, the dog for a walk every day.
I don't take.
Don't take.
I don't take dog for a walk every day. Emma sometimes her mom with housework.
Helps.
Helps.
Helps. Emma helps. Where they in a house or flat?
Do live. Do they live?
Where do they live? Where do they live? Next, I, my teeth now. I am
I'm brushing.
brushing my teeth now. And the last one, Bill running now. Isn't running now. Okay, let's check the answers. Okay, so tell me, do you have any questions about when to use present simple and present continuous? Still? Yes, Santiago?
Teacher, why don't we have to, well, can't use art in the question of the company? For example, are your father working in the company?
Okay, it depends on the context of the sentence. We can say, is your father? No usaríamos el are porque are es para nosotros, ellos o tú. Okay, entonces your father
Yes.
es él. Sería
Yes, I got it now.
Is your father working in a factory at at the
The
moment.
correct verb to be form is yeah, sorry.
Yes, at the
I didn't
moment.
remember at the moment.
But yes, depende del contexto, ¿no? Si es un trabajo, does your father work in a factory? Es algo que vemos como permanente, ¿no? Tu padre trabaja en una fábrica. O también podría ser, dependiendo del contexto, es algo más temporal o pasajero. Entonces, ¿está tu padre trabajando en una fábrica en este momento? ¿Ok? Podría ser posible, pues dependiendo del contexto. Si es algo, generalmente cuando hablamos de trabajos es algo como más estable, más permanente, entonces usamos el presente simple, pero podría ser también algo temporal. Estás trabajando en esa empresa ahora, en este momento, actualmente, ¿ves? Podría ser también por el contexto.
Thanks, teacher.
Ujú. Vanessa, can you give me an example of which sentence about the question?
For example, I look forward to finishing my
I understand. I look forward to finishing my thesis, for example. ¿Sí? I look forward to finishing my thesis. Vanessa, me preguntas que hay oraciones en las que ves el verbo ing sin el verbo to be antes, ¿ok? Entonces, es importante aclarar que este uso que tú me estás mencionando, por ejemplo, cuando hablamos de el like, este uso del ing en estos verbos, como en los dos ejemplos del chat, I look forward to finishing my thesis o I like playing video games. Estos verbos no son el verbo continuo que nosotros vemos en inglés de el ando y endo, ¿ok? Estoy haciendo algo o estoy visitando a alguien. No, ¿ok? Esta forma en inglés se llama el gerundio, the gerund, ¿ok? Se usa cuando tenemos dos verbos juntos, como look forward to, y viene otro verbo después. Entonces, para no repetir la forma o para unir esos dos verbos, debemos usar el ing, ¿ok? Eso se llama el gerundio, the gerund in English. No significa que sea el ando, endo, la forma continua, ¿ok? Entonces, eso nos puede de pronto confundir. Cuando el verbo tiene verbo to be más ing, ese es el continuo, ¿no? Estoy haciendo la tarea. Cuando es un verbo más otro, ese sería como el gerundio. Me gusta hacer la tarea. I like doing homework. Okay? This is in English, we call the gerund. Here we have another example. Okay? Acá podemos ver otros usos. Como sujeto de una oración, un verbo al iniciar como sujeto. Writing in English is difficult. Escribir en inglés es difícil. Watching TV is my favorite pastime. Ver televisión es mi pasatiempo favorito. O el que ya vimos, el like o el love. ¿Ok? This is structure, the gerund.
Ok, teacher. O sea, no es necesario una preposición, no.
No, no en todos los casos. Cuando lo ves con am, is, or, ese es el continuo, ¿no? El ando, endo, indo. Cuando no, es el uso del gerundio, ¿no? Simplemente el verbo. El gerundio tiene varios usos como sujeto de una oración. Aquí, running is good for your heart. En español sería correr es bueno para tu corazón. O con el hate o love. y demás. Entonces, eso ya es, bueno, estos son otras explicaciones más avanzadas, pero no siempre es necesario que el ing esté acompañado de am, is o are, pero es otro uso, ¿ok? No es el continuo, sino el gerundio.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay. Okay, any more questions about present simple or present continuous? All right, no more. Good. So we can go to the book and we will start with the task for today, pages 12 and 13. The objective in this part is to discuss the way you spend your time. Okay, what is spend? Spend your time.
¿Cómo usas tu tiempo? ¿Cómo
Yes,
gastas tu
pasas. Pasas o gastas tu tiempo. The way you spend your time. Let's read the introduction and then we check what is the questionnaire about. Hamilton, can you read the introduction?
Yes, teacher. Are you happy with the way you spend your time? Research shows that people today have more free time than ever. But do we spend our time on the things that really matter,
Matter.
or are we wasting time and feeling frustrated? Join our biggest ever survey to help us find out.
Find out. Good. Research shows that people have more free time today than ever. Más tiempo libre que antes. But do we spend our time on things that really matter? Do you remember what is matter? What's the meaning of this?
¿Qué importan?
¿Qué importan?
Good. ¿Qué importan realmente? That really matter? Or are we wasting time? Wasting. Desperdiciando, right? Wasting time and feeling frustrated. Join our biggest ever survey to help us find out. So we have a survey about what? To find out what? Tell me, what is the objective of the survey? Del cuestionario, what is the purpose?
To find out if you're happy or if the people is happy with the way they spend their time.
Yes, so are we using our time wisely, sabiamente, or are we wasting it and feeling frustrated? So we're going to complete the questionnaire, okay? Let's, you can do it individually. Let's see. We're going to do the questionnaire, so tick the statements that are true for you, right? You are going to do it as we are reading, so tick. What do you think is true for you? Okay, let's start reading. Diego, can you read the statement number 1, please?
I spend too much time sleeping.
I spend too much time sleeping. Wait, one moment, please. Okay, the second one, Beatriz.
I don't get enough sleep.
Enough sleep. Jorge, number 3.
I work or study for too many hours.
For too many hours. Catherine, number 4.
I don't work, study enough.
I don't work or study enough. Karen, can you read number 5? Karen Victoria.
Yes, teacher. Number 5 is I spend a lot of time looking after children, other relatives.
Other relatives. What is looking after? Remember?
Creo que es
Buscar,
cuidando, teacher.
buscar o cuidar a los
Cuidar.
niños, algo así.
Buscar,
Cuidar.
no. Cuidar. Look after is cuidar. Looking after children or other relatives. Relatives. Familiares, right? Continue, Kiara. Number 6.
I spend a lot of time socializing and going out.
I spend a lot of time socializing and going out. Manuel, please, number 7.
I spend too much of my time on boring activities.
Activities and tasks. Number 8, Maria.
I never really stop. I am busy all day.
I'm busy all day. Busy, ocupado. Marlon, number 9.
I find time for my interest.
I find time for my interests. Mendy, number 10.
I like to have more time for my interests.
I like to have more time for my interests. Natalia, number 11.
I sometimes feel bored because I can't think of anything to do.
I can't think of anything to do. Manuela, number 12.
I don't have enough time for certain important things in my life.
Number 13, Sebastian. Sebastian. Or next, Sergio. Number 13.
I often put off tasks that I need to do.
Do you know the meaning of put off? Anyone?
Posponer.
Yes. It's synonym to postpone. Put off. And Santiago, read number 14.
I feel stressed because I don't have enough time to do everything.
I feel stressed. Xiomara, the last one, number 15.
I watch a lot of time on things that aren't very useful.
I waste a lot of time on things that aren't very useful. So you're going to take some minutes to read the questionnaire again, the survey again, and you tick the phrases that are true for you, okay? For example, in my case, I have 2 options. I spend too much time sleeping, or I don't get enough sleep. I would consider the second one, right? I don't get enough sleep. I would like to sleep more hours. So you are going to do the same, only tick the ones that you consider true for yourself, okay? Take some minutes and then we continue. Okay, please answer the question on the chat. How many questions are true for you from the survey? I want to see your answers on the chat. Guys, only the number of questions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not which ones, but how many. ¿Cuántas? So Hamilton says 6, Karen says 5. 5, 4, 6. Okay, very good. So keep your answers. Do not forget about your answers because you will use them later in the speaking practice. For now, we are going to do the listening, okay? So keep your answers. You will use them later in the speaking. Now we are going to listen to 5 people, respondents, talking about their answers and take some notes. Which statements are they discussing? So, for example, the speaker number 1 talks about too much time commuting. Remember, commuting, what is this? Remember, commuting?
No, miss.
No.
Como pasajero, de que no.
Commute
El
is...
mismo trayecto del trabajo a la casa o del colegio a la casa.
Good, exactamente. El trayecto, el viaje de la casa al trabajo o al colegio. Y de vuelta, this is the commute. So he spends too much time commuting. En este viaje dura mucho tiempo. His journey takes 1.5 hours or 3 hours on a bad day. It's really boring, okay? So I want you to listen and think about which statements they are talking about. You can make some notes about what they are saying, okay? So you need to pay attention and be ready to take some notes.
Unit 1, Recording 6.
Can you hear?
Yes,
Properly.
miss.
1. I spend way too much time traveling. My regular daily commute begins at about 7 in the morning. I leave my house, then walk to the tube station. From there, I take the tube for 6 stops. Then I hop on the train for about 10 minutes. Then I take another tube for 1 stop. And then finally, I take another train for about 20 minutes. And then it's a 2-minute walk to work. The whole journey takes about an hour and a half, I would say. And that's on a good day. On a bad day, it could take up to 3 hours. And it's really, really boring.
2. I'm one of those people who just don't think there are enough hours in the day. I'm on the go the whole day long, from the moment I get up in the morning to when I roll into bed at night. I have a really busy job where I'm on my feet all day. I usually end up working through my lunch break because there's so much to go on. And I would finish up work at about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. I normally would then meet up with friends in the evening, have them over for dinner. And I spend a lot of time talking with my family over Skype or some friends on the phone, though I'd probably like to spend more of my time doing that. As I said before, there just isn't enough time.
3. I spend quite a lot of time looking after my daughter. Obviously, when my wife's there, we share looking after her and playing with her and things. But my wife goes out to work 3 or 4 nights a week. So when I get in from work, she goes out to work and I finish off the dinner, look after my daughter, play with her, have dinner with her, give her a bath, brush her teeth, read her a couple of stories, put her to bed, sing some songs. I really enjoy it. It's a great opportunity to kind of have one-to-one time with my daughter. 4.
Oh, I can be so unproductive when I'm supposed to be writing an essay or doing work of some kind. I'll go on the internet to do some research for whatever topic I need to write about. But then I start looking at other things that I'm more interested in. I don't know, maybe news about celebrities, or I might be downloading music. And after several hours, I still haven't started researching my essay.
5.
I'd like to have more time to walk my dog. At the weekends, I have lots of time and I take her for a lovely long walk. In the week, it's always a bit of a rush and I never get a chance to really enjoy it properly, so I wish I had more time for that.
Okay, we are going to listen one more time. Remember to take some notes. I will ask you, after we listen, ask you what did you understand for each person, number 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? We already have number 1, so we only need to listen to number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Listen again and take some notes.
Unit 1, Recording 6. 1.
I spend way too much time traveling. My regular daily commute begins at about 7 in the morning. I leave my house, then walk to the tube station. From there, I take the tube for 6 stops. Then I hop on the train for about 10 minutes. Then I take another tube for 1 stop. And then finally, I take another train for about 20 minutes. And then it's a 2-minute walk to work. The whole journey takes about an hour and a half, I would say. And that's on a good day. On a bad day, it could take up to 3 hours. And it's really, really boring.
2.
I'm one of those people who just don't think there are enough hours in the day. I'm on the go the whole day long, from the moment I get up in the morning to when I roll into bed at night. I have a really busy job where I'm on my feet all day. I usually end up working through my lunch break because there's so much to go on. And I would finish up work at about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. I normally would then meet up with friends in the evening, have them over for dinner. And I spend a lot of time talking with my family over Skype or some friends on the phone, though I'd probably like to spend more of my time doing that. As I said before, there just isn't enough time.
3.
I spend quite a lot of time looking after my daughter. Obviously, when my wife's there, we share looking after her and playing with her and things. But my wife goes out to work 3 or 4 nights a week. So when I get in from work, she goes out to work and I finish off the dinner, look after my daughter, play with her, have dinner with her, give her a bath, brush her teeth, read her a couple of stories, put her to bed, sing some songs. I really enjoy it. It's a great opportunity to kind of have one-to-one time with my daughter.
4.
Oh, I can be so unproductive when I'm supposed to be writing an essay or doing work of some kind. I'll go on the internet to do some research for whatever topic I need to write about. But then I start looking at other things that I'm more interested in. I don't know, maybe news about celebrities, or I might be downloading music. And after several hours, I still haven't started researching my essay.
5.
I'd like to have more time to walk my dog. At the weekends, I have lots of time and I take her for a lovely long walk. In the week, it's always a bit of a rush and I never get a chance to really enjoy it properly, so I wish I had more time for that.
All right, are you ready to check your answers, your notes? Give me a moment, please.
Yep.
One moment. Okay. So let's start checking. Who would like to talk about the second person? You can raise your hand or open your microphone and tell me your notes for person number 2. Thank you, Catherine.
Yes, Miss. Second person is talking about that girlie get up early in the morning and have lunch with her friends on lunch break and spend time with the friends in the evening. And she say she doesn't have enough time.
She hasn't got enough time. So
Yes.
maybe which question can we say that applies to her?
I think the number 12.
12? I don't have.
8, I
Okay.
never really saw. And
Yes.
12 of 13.
All right. Maybe we know about number 8.
8 or 14.
She doesn't say that she feels stressed. She only says that she's doing things all day, so she's very busy.
Busy
Okay.
all day. Yes.
So
Number
2, person 2, we can say number 8. Okay, thank you, Catherine. For the third person, person number 3, Santiago.
Okay, teacher. This man, well, pass a lot of time looking after his daughter, cooking, and played with her, and well, basically all the time passed with
Okay.
his daughter.
His daughter. So what is the statement?
And the number 5, he
Yes.
spent a lot of time looking for her children.
Good.
And I think
No more?
the 9. He say that he likes pastime with his
With
daughter.
her.
So
Okay, maybe we can say also number 9. Okay, yes, Catherine?
No miss nothing.
Sí, veo tu manito otra vez levantada. Okay, thank you. For number 4, let's see another student. Or maybe Diego, number 4, person number 4.
Teacher, for number 4, I don't understand any.
No, you don't have
Because
any notes?
Because he talks very fast.
Okay, no problem. Let's see, maybe Kiara, do you have any notes for person number 4?
Teacher, I don't understand to person number 4.
Okay, let's, Manuel, I see your hand.
Yes, teacher. She said that she gets distracted very easily. So she says that she has to write an essay in the day, and she goes to the internet, and then when she's looking for some information to write, then she gets distracted with something else and end up starting or maybe not doing what he was supposed to do in the afternoon.
Okay, perfect. Yes, so she gets distracted doing other things. So what do you think is the correct question or statement for her? Maybe 13?
Yes, teacher, that's the one. Yes.
So we can say number 13. She puts off tasks, pospone sus tareas que necesita hacer. That I need to do. Okay, thank you, Manuel. And for the last person, number 5, Maybe Hamilton, have you got any notes for number 5?
Teacher, for number 5, my answer is false. And number 6.
Oh, here. Oh, but what is the person talking about? ¿De qué hablaba la persona? ¿Recuerdas? Do you have any notes or no?
No, teacher, sorry.
Who else? Maybe Natalia? Have you got any notes about person number 5?
Yes, but I'm not sure because she's talking faster.
No
But
problem.
I heard that she have more time on weekends. And also, I don't understand the first part.
Okay, so she talks about she doesn't have enough time to walk with her dog.
Yes. And she said that she have more time on weekends.
She has more time on weekends. So let's see. Maybe, what can we say? Si ella dice que no tiene tiempo entre semana para pasear con su perro, solo en los fines de semana. So what do you think is the correct statement for her? What can we say?
Maybe 14.
Okay, I feel stressed because I don't have enough time to do everything. Maybe. Or number 12. I don't have enough time to do certain important things in my life. 12 or number 14. All right. Oops, sorry. Okay, good. So you can hear, listen. Yes, Santiago, tell me.
Teacher, I have a question about the ebook. Can we listen the audios in the ebook from our computers?
No, maybe I don't think you have this option. It's only for the teachers. The listening is only in my book. I don't think it's in yours. But I think, let me double check. Here at I don't know if you have it on the book. At the back of the book, the last pages, you have the scripts. Maybe you can try to check. Ustedes pueden revisar en sus libros. No estoy muy segura si les aparecen los como guiones, lo que dice cada persona en los audios. ¿Ok? Acá tenemos el de la unidad 1, audio 6, recording 6. Aquí está, ¿ve? I will spend way too much traveling. I'm one of those people who don't think are enough hours in the day. I spend quite a lot of time looking after my daughter. I can be unproductive and I like to have more time to walk my dog. So you can check in the book, in the final part of the book, if you can see the scripts.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys. So before we do the speaking part, this is page 168. La página de los, donde me aparecen a mí los audios, pues el guión de los audios está en la página 168. Vanessa dice, en la plataforma del libro también están los audios. Oh, perfect, thank you. You can find them on the platform. One moment, guys. Sergio in class. Sergio, Sebastián, and Mendy. Not in class. Okay. All right. So before we go to the speaking part, I want us to check the useful language box. Okay. So some phrases that you can use when speaking about your answers to the survey, okay? So you can use it while you are doing the speaking activity. Let's check the useful language box. Let's start reading. Jessica, you can read the first part, A, describing how you spend your time.
I spend with a lot of time looking after my daughter. I work for about 10 hours a day week. I spend way too much time traveling. I'd like to spend more time studying Spanish. The whole journey takes about an hour and a half. I waste a lot of time on social networking series. I'm on the go the whole day long. There just isn't enough time.
There isn't enough time. Thank you. Good. Vanessa, you can read part B, asking for more information.
Asking for more information, how much time do you spend sleeping? What exactly is your job? Are you interested? So, all are you children? Can you give me some example? Why is that?
Good. Can you give me some examples and why is that? And finally, C, reporting back. Marlon, let's read the last part, reporting back.
Reporting back. He's got 3 children, so he's very busy. He'd like to spend more time at the gym. He spends far too much time doing paperwork.
He spends far too much time doing paper. Okay, so we have 3 different parts. First, you describe how you spend your time. I spend quite a lot of time, mucho tiempo, doing something, working or looking after my son, my daughter. I work for 8 hours, 10 hours a day. I spend too much time maybe working or sitting on the computer. I would like to spend more time. Me gustaría pasar más tiempo. I would like to spend more time exercising, walking, whatever. I waste a lot of time, desperdicio el tiempo, paso el tiempo on social networks like Facebook, Twitter. I am on the go the whole day. Esto es como estoy de carrera todo el día, ¿no? On the go. En marcha todo el día. Oh, there isn't enough time. No hay suficiente. For questions, how much time do you spend? ¿Cuánto tiempo pasas? Diferentes actividades. How much time do you spend working? How much time do you spend with friends, etc.? What is your job? Or what are your interests? ¿Cuáles son tus intereses? If you have children, how old are your children? And finally, we have the reporting back. Entonces, ustedes van a hablar con sus compañeros y después van a reportar lo que ellos les dijeron. Por eso tenemos esta parte de reporting back. He has got 3 children, so he's busy. He would like, a él le gustaría pasar más tiempo en el gimnasio o cualquier cosa. He likes to spend more time at the gym. He spends too much time working, spends too much time at home, etc. Okay? So we have different parts to the speaking activity. First, you are going to talk about your answers in the questionnaire. Okay? You can make some notes about how to explain this to your classmate. For example, if I say, I don't get enough sleep, I need to explain it. I don't get enough sleep because I go to bed really late, 11 or 12 p.m. And then I have to wake up early to start my job. So you explain, okay, each one of your answers. All right, this is step number 1. Number 2, then after, for example, I have my classmate is Vanessa, right? I see Vanessa says, I find time for my interest. Entonces, antes de que ella me cuente, yo voy a ver su cuestionario, ¿ok? Acá todavía no hemos compartido nada. Cada uno sabe cómo lo va a explicar. Entonces, cuando ya vayamos a la sala, por ejemplo, Vanessa me enseña, me comparte su cuestionario. Yo veo que ella dice, I find time for my interest. So I have to ask her another question. For example, oh, Vanessa, what are your interests? ¿Ok? ¿Cuáles son tus intereses? Debo encontrar más información de lo que ella puso en su cuestionario. ¿Ok? What are your interests? Or how often do you go to the gym? Por ejemplo, si uno de sus intereses es ir al gimnasio, how often do you go? Okay, so you need to ask at least two more questions for each one. Okay, debemos hacer al menos 2 preguntas en cada una de las que ustedes respondieron en su cuestionario. Okay, en su survey.
Teacher, could you let me take a screenshot of the questions?
Yes, give me a moment, please. Okay, here are the questions. Okay, this is the second step. And the final step is you take notes. So for example, I continue my example with Vanessa. So Vanessa says about her interests. So I take some notes to tell the class later. For example, Vanessa, I will say, Vanessa spends some time on her interests. She goes to the gym 3 times a week. Okay, then another one, maybe she says she works or study for too many hours. So I say Vanessa works in the mornings, then in the afternoon she has to cook some lunch and then study English at night. So she works or studies for too many hours. Okay, after you talk, then you report to the class about your classmate, okay, about your partner, okay. So this is what we need to do. 3 steps. 1, think about your answers. Primero vamos a tener un espacio, cada uno puede tener unos minutos para redactar una explicación de sus preguntas. Segundo paso es, en parejas, nos hacemos preguntas extra de cada una de nuestras respuestas que elegimos acá. Y el tercer paso es reportar lo que me dijo mi compañero. Okay? Are we clear so far what we need to do? I'm going to
Yes,
write
Miss.
on the chat. Okay, these are the 3 steps. So first, let's take 5 minutes here together. You are going to think about your answers for your questions, okay? If you have questions, please let me know. En este tiempo vamos a redactar nuestras respuestas de nuestro cuestionario, por qué elegimos esa, por qué es verdadera para nosotros. Entonces, si tienen preguntas, este es el momento de responderlas, ¿ok? Vamos a tener 5 minutos y después vamos a las salas. All right, so let me know when you have like your answers for the questionnaire to explain to your partner so I can create the breakout rooms. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to create the breakout rooms, and I will check on your work one by one. Remember, once you finish, you come back here with the answers of your classmate and you are ready to share to the class, okay? Una vez terminen de compartir sus preguntas o explicación, volvemos a la sala para escuchar y compartir lo que aprendimos del compañero, okay? Are we clear on what we need to do?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Let's create the breakout rooms. Okay, let's go. You can go to the breakout rooms.
I'm busy all day. So I get up early, I go to work. After that, I go to a gym. And finally, I have my English class.
Okay. What time do you go to the gym? The gym.
If I go to work approximately at 6 a.m., I will finish about 3 p.m. and From 3 to 4 p.m. I go to gym. Or 5. 3 to 5 p.m.
Okay, you go to the gym in the morning. I understand.
In the evening.
In the evening. Okay. 6.
3.
Hello, Karen.
Can you repeat?
Because I have too much free time.
Too much. I don't understand the last part.
Free time.
Okay, yeah. Which activity do you spend more time?
And for the moment, I spend more time studying English.
Then now sleep because I get off late and I get up early, about around 5 half a.m.
5 a.m. You get at
Yes,
5
a.m.
Oh.
Yes,
At
5
a.m. 5
a.m.
5 a.m. Do you work? Are you working? Sorry, are you working?
Oh no. How I
Study?
spent no, well, I spent all day work and then study English. Only I can only to the gym in the mornings, so it's only time that I can go to.
Hello, girls.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. Did you finish sharing the questions or what are you doing now?
For the moment, no.
No, miss, we are asking a question for you. Writing a question.
Okay.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Teacher, in this moment, we are answer the question, and in a moment, we go sharing
Okay. I understand.
the answer.
Infographic or whatever Kim or the same.
Okay.
Also, I spent a time with my family.
Okay, spend time with your family. By the way, what do you study? what career or only study English?
I study chemistry, programming, and yeah.
Okay. Good. 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 Well, now my turn, I guess. Now, I chose the second two. I consider that I don't get enough time for sleep because, well, a part of studying English that this course finish at 10 p.m. Well, after that, I take my dinner and I go to sleep at 11 p.m. So. But at the next day, I used to go to the gym at 5 a.m. and that is late. And
Hello, girls. Tell me,
Hi,
how are you doing?
Good teacher.
good. We finished with Kiara, and it's now my turn.
Okay.
Manuela, in your first one, you work, study for too many hours.
Yes, and I spent much time commuting for my job because I need
Commuting?
to commuting for my job because I need to take a lot of how to say transportes or
Yeah, many different buses or
different
cars.
buses and cars. Yeah, visit different places in all the city. Maybe one day in the north of the city and one day in the south of the city. For the second one,
Manuela, what is your job?
I am a social worker. I work for the esa is the no estoy segura, profe, ¿cómo se diría? Electrificadora.
Yes, you can say the name in Spanish, Electrificadora de Santander. Yes?
Yes.
You can say in Spanish.
Yes, I work for the Electrificadora de Santander and I need to go different.
Okay.
Okay. How many hours do you work in now?
Working
Work.
words. How many words?
Hours. O sea,
Hours?
¿cuántas horas trabajas?
I don't know. I don't know working.
Okay. You are studying now.
I study
Yes.
in the morning, 2 hours, maybe
Uh, yes, of course.
Teacher,
Hello.
we already finished.
¿Puedo salir por
Yes.
We
acá?
already
You
finished.
finished? So
Yes.
please
Gracias.
go back to
Yes.
the main meeting, okay? Go back and then we
Okay.
start sharing with all the class.
Okay,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you.
Thank
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, guys. Did you already finish?
No, teacher.
Not yet? Okay, you will have 2 more minutes. So please finish. So be ready to share with the whole class.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Preguntaste.
For time.
Repeat, please, Beatriz.
Sorry, guys.
Okay,
Are
what
you
time?
almost finished?
Oh, no, teacher, but I change the in question, but no all the sentence. No problem.
No, no problem. Solo las que Marlon haya respondido, ¿no?
Ah, okay.
So, if you have some information about him, it's okay. No tienen que ser todas, sino algunas, okay? Las que él respondió. All right?
Okay.
So, we will share with the class, okay?
Okay. Come back the classroom.
Yes.
Okay, teacher. Okay.
Okay, we will wait for all the other students. Just 1 minute, and then we start sharing.
Miss, we don't finish.
No problem, but you both ask the questions. ¿Ambos alcanzaron a preguntarse? ¿Ambas?
No, Miss, she only asked me, but I don't ask her.
Okay, you spend so much time. Well, don't worry. We will listen to some of you, whoever is ready and feel prepared, you can start, okay? So which group would like to begin? I see a hand. I don't see who is having their hand raised. Any
Me,
group?
teacher?
Okay.
Marlon and Beatriz?
Okay,
Yes,
good.
Okay. For Marlon, he gets now sleeping because he gets up early to at 5 a.m. Her activities then get up. He goes to gym by half a.m. He does exercise for an hour, then coming to her house and prepare, and then he works in her house. For this case, he never stops and he is busy all day because he works in her house. And because he is very busy, for he spends a lot of time in meeting for her job.
For his job. So remember,
his job.
You are talking about him. So we say his house, his job.
Yes, teacher. And
All right.
continue, Marlon.
Thank you, Beatriz. Okay, Marlon.
Okay. Beatriz said that he spends too much time sleeping. He get up 5 or 6 a.m. She spent 1 hour get ready. And at the weekends, he sleep around 9 or 10 hours. She works from 8 to 5:15 p.m. and he has 30 minutes for lunch. So he's very
Pretty busy. Mhm.
very busy, yes,
All day.
all day and anymore.
Okay, thank you guys. Good, thank you. Remember, when we talk about present, so she gets up, she spends, the verb is always with S if we are talking about he or she. Okay, thank you, Marlon. Now another group. We have time, I think, for 1 or 2 more groups. Let's see, maybe I want to hear Chiara and Manuela. Are they here?
Hi,
Yes.
teacher. For Manuela, and she works for too many hours because she spend a lot of time commuting for because she should visit many places at the city for her job because she's a social worker.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Are you going to continue?
No more, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Manuela?
Yes, teacher. Okay, for Kera, she worked for too many hours too. She's a therapist. She works in cabecera. She spent a lot of time making administrative work. She would like have more time for her interest, that is making exercise and reading. And she was time at the weekends because she spent time in the social media, watching TV, and in this time she feel unproductive.
She feels unproductive.
She feels unproductive. Yes.
I understand. Okay, thank you, Manuela. Good. We have more time for other group. Vanessa, thank you. I see your hand.
Okay, for Santiago, doesn't sleep because his days are very busy. He goes to the gym with his partner. He also goes to the university. He studies administration. At night, he has English class. He has little social life. Santiago never stopped being busy all day. He would like to have more time to work.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Vanessa. Remember, we pronounce would. We don't say the L, we just say would. he would like to have more time. Okay, and Santiago.
Well, teacher, about Vanessa, she told me that she doesn't got enough time because first she don't live alone, and she does many times all every day. And she studies, she works, and she works from her home all the morning, and during the afternoon she studies, and at night she is studying English, so all her day is busy.
Very busy.
And she finds time for although she finds time for her interests like reading and designs things like presentations in Canva, videos, and other things like that.
All right, good. Thank you. Very interesting, both Vanessa and Santiago. And we have time for one more group. Let's see who we have here. Maybe Hamilton and Manuel.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Well, Hamilton says he works for many hours because he starts to work at 6 a.m. and he works from Monday to Friday, and he finishes his work at 3 or 5 p.m. He says he commutes half an hour every afternoon, and after work he goes to the gym for 1 hour. Then he comes to his house and eats lunch. He says that at 6 p.m. he starts the English class, and then he finally prepares the class for his students. So he feels that he doesn't have a lot of time to read, which is what he likes to do.
Okay, thank you, Manuel. And now Hamilton.
Yes, teacher. Manuel, he is busy all day. He get up early. He work for many hours every day. He makes his own food and come back home to study before going to sleep. And go, teacher. Sorry. He go back home to study before going to sleep. He would like to have more time for his interest, because he would like going to the gym and playing soccer. His coworkers play soccer at night. He don't have enough time for certain important things in his life.
Hello, can you hear me? Oh my.
Her girlfriend, her sister, and her mom. He often put off things that he needs to do, and he feels stressed sometimes because he doesn't have enough time to do everything.
I understand. Very good. Thank you, Hamilton. Okay, guys, I see what I heard. Most of you are very busy all day. You work, you go to the gym, you study, and then you study English. Wow, I say congratulations to all of you. Or the ones that I heard, you are very busy in your life. So we appreciate that you take the time to study English and participate. This is congratulations to you. And so guys, listen, before tomorrow's class, so we have the review for unit 1 in our block of class. But before we start the review, I want to hear to all the other groups, okay? So Jorge, Natalia, Diego, Sebastián, Xiomara, all the other groups that we're missing today, please remind me tomorrow at the beginning of the class. If I forget, you can tell me, teacher, please remember the conversations because I'm giving you grades for this, okay? ¿Me recuerdan si se me olvida la conversación? Para ponerles la nota, ok, ya que yo estoy escuchando y les pongo pues, las observaciones y la calificación, ok. Entonces es importante que mañana escuchemos a todos los demás, ok.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, guys,
Okay.
thank you. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night,
Thank you. Good
everyone.
night.
See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.